Welcome to Advanced Vedic Mathematics course. Today we are at lesson 6. Its caption is 8 directional frame. Let me first of all indicate as that the Ganita Sutras begin with first letter A, 6 of 6-space Sthapatya of Surya is sun, and it takes to the next stage, that is to a 7 space, and it is a pole star. This as such brings us face to face with as that symbol for 6 space and symbol for 7 space. It is hypercube 6. It is Surya, sun, and at its origin is 7 space. Now, from origin of 6 space, from orb of sun, there is a flow of sunlight as 7 streams. Within this 7 streams is a flow of a transcendental content, that is 5 space content. We know 5 space is dimension of 7 space. So from orb of the sun, from origin of 6 space, is a flow of light as 7 streams, and from within the streams as a 7-dimensional frame. Each dimension is transcendental, a 5 space content. This is, in fact, is going to be the chase. We will be coming to it, we will be learning about it, we will be doing this mathematics. But here today, I am just giving an initial view of the way the Vedic systems are settling its format. We know that interval is a raised to power 1 is to 2 b raised to power 0, 2 endpoints. Then square is a square is to 4b raised to power 1. Cube is a raised to power 3 is to 6 b raised to power 4, and head a 4 space, a hypercube 4 is a raised to power 4 is to 8 b cube. Hypercube 4 is the representative body of creator's space, and that too within creator's space. So here the domain, a 4 space content, is enveloped within a solid boundary of 8 components, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this is a solid boundary of 8 components, and as such, from center of 4 space, means the 5 space as origin of a 4 space, takes us to 8 directions parallel with the 8 components of the solid boundary. These 8 directions, as these are, manifest as it is east, purv, it is west, paschim, it is north, uttar, it is south, dakshin, and then it is going to be southeast, which is a nairitya koণ. It is northeast, which is agni koণ. Then it is northwest, it is vaiva koণ. And here is southwest, which is ishan koণ. Let me have a pause here. That these formulations, purv, uttar, dakshin, paschim, vaiva koণ, agni koণ, nritya koণ, these are mathematical formulations. In Vedic literature, in Sanskrit language, these compositions of these words are not the just whimsical compositions. These are mathematical. So first thing to be learned is that these formulations, say like purv, it will have its TCV value, and this TCV value is mathematically settled. So 5, 6, 2, 7 and 1 makes it 21. So here this point will give us value 21, paschim will give us 22, uttar will give us 16, south will give us 24, here we will get 33, here will be 30, here will be 42. Now see, these things as these are mathematized, and now the 8 directional frame for the sunlight flow through orb of the sun is a 6 space at whose orb or origin is 7 space, and within these 7 streams as Surya Rashmi, sunlight. These are giving us a content which is flowing through these 7 streams, and these are manifesting as 21, 22, 16, 24, 42, 33, and then it is 34, and here is a 30. Here is the center, and it is a creative center. So here is hypercube 4, and the center of hypercube 4 is a 5 space, a transcendental content, and this transcendental content is having 8 directional flow. It is this feature which will be availed very frequently. In a way, it can be said it is the first format, first Vedic mathematical format, along with will be a chase. However, let us have a revisit to this eight directional frame. This frame, as it is, of set of eight values, give us the summation value 222. These numbers sum up this, and it is 6 multiplied by 37, and 37 is 18 plus 19, and 18 is hypercube 5, and it is hypercube 5 of half unit. So within this creator's space, its origin, which is 5 space, now it is having its origin, which is 6 space, and it is of this value. 37 as such is the value of hypercube 6. We can still see that 37 is the TC value of Shri Bhagwan. Lord Krishna, as Shri Bhagwan, is bestowing enlightenment in Gita. And this being 6 space as origin, therefore 37 into 6 is going to be the total flow at center of the transcendental origin itself. See how the chase, mathematical chase, is happening. Now, if we proceed ahead for other features, then see this 8 directional frame with above values for all 8 points, say 30, 21, 42, 24, 33, 22, 34, and 16. If we go for the difference value, the gap values here, it will be 9, here will be 21, here will be 18, here will be 9, here is 11, and here is 12, 18, and 14. If we sum up these values, these come to be 112. See, 112, it is 31 plus 81. See, it is a cube and it is a square. Now, if we are at 26 letters alphabet of numbers 1 to 26, and if we attach the values of their placements, we'll see these will be 31 and 81, and it is parallel with the word mathematics. We will be coming to these features when we will be at the stage of understanding that Devanagari alphabet, say English alphabet, and all other classical alphabets, how these are of a common format, but that is going to be a much later stage approach, much later stage understanding. Let us remain here up till the 8 directional frame, And this 8 directional frame as it is, as we have seen, is leading us to the value 21, 30, 16, 34, 22, 33, 24, and 42. And the difference values, as we have seen, are 21, 9, 14, here is 18, then 12, 11, 9, and 18. Now, if we go further, step ahead, and reach at the gap values of these outer gaps and circling, then see here the difference will be 2, here the difference is going to be 1, here will be 6, here is going to be 4, here is 5, here is 12, and here is 3, and then 9. We sum these up, these come to be 42. It is this reach which as a dimension will be leading us to 44, which is going to be a Paramvijom, the transcendental space. I'm just indicating all these as that the formats settled by Vedic systems are such which have many folds, and they make a very big system which has inner folds after inner folds. This is the richness of the Vedic systems. Now let me go to the concept of a direction itself. The 9 vowels as 1 to 9 spaces are sequentially leading to, as that the first letter A will give us a direction, E will give us plane formatted, O will give us solid formatted. How it works? It works as that we are starting and there is a flow. This flow takes at infinity as a circumference transforms. It being of a spatial format leads us to a square. So the first direction, linear dimension to a spatial dimension. And it is here when we'll be knowing how the vowels and the antastha letters are interrelated. We will be learning about it. Then here it will be push upward and we will be reaching here. It is for the third letter. And the fourth letter is going to be a flow from within, and it will help us appreciate as to how 3 space is having 4 space as a origin. And this letter Re, by its script form itself, well indicates that it will be transcending outside and making a 5th letter format. We will be coming to these as well. Therefore, sadhakas, when we are initiating ourselves for Vedic mathematics, then we have to be of Devanagari alphabet rooted. Our whole understanding is to be Devanagari based. We have to well acquaint ourselves And once we will be acquainting ourselves, these directions will help us. That first three letters make a first sutra. This is called Maheshwara Sutra, and there are 14 such sutras. We'll coming to it. So Devanagari alphabet, which is of this form, A, E, U, and then we are having Varga consonants Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha, and Nga, and we go row-wise. However, the Maheshwara Sutras will go a column-wise. This is the next stage of the format of Devanagari. So, what we have learnt up till today is only the Prathama Vritti, the first phase, and then we will be going to Dvitiya Vritti, the second fold, third fold, and so on. This will help us appreciate as that we have to be very well conscious about this system as that it is a system of inner folds, and this being so, this is going to be a very rich chase, and when we will be up till a particular fold, then certainly it may not be taken as that the system has exhausted itself. In fact, we can say only the format chase of a particular fold has taken us up till its optimum, but each fold has inner folds, and that way this system will start unfolding itself. That is why it is said, or that is why it is impressed upon, and that is why it is being repeatedly said as that we have to meditate. By meditating, we will be transcending from the existing state of consciousness of our intelligence and having a reach to the next consciousness stage of intelligence. We have to be parallel with the transcendence phenomenon of the consciousness base of intelligence, and with it only we will be parallel with the richness of Vedic systems, Vedic mathematics, Vedic sciences, Vedic technologies. Thank you very much. कितना हो गया 10 मिनट 22 मिनट ओ राम राम फिर भी बढ़ जाता